Welcome back to the Center Podcast. I'm your host, Victor, along with my co-host, Mark. How you doing, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. That's it. So,
I was not, you know what's funny? I was not breaking for you. I was just going to stare at you like this until you said something else. I was like, no, I'm not going to let him do this. I was like, I'm going to just stare at him.
Oh, man. But yeah, so we're doing back-to-back episodes. Since we left off doing the picks for the last episode, we're just going to keep it going and start off with the picks for this episode. So for this one, what we're going to do, there's a promo for the Steelers versus the Browns, which I believe is on Thursday.
Okay.
And this one is if whichever team we pick goes up by 7, we automatically win. What I was talking about earlier.
So at any point in the game goes up by 7, or they have to win by?
No.
Okay.
At any point in time, if they go up by 7, that's it.
So they literally touchdown first.
Like in the first drive, you get your money right away.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah. So we got the Steelers and the Browns. They play this Thursday at 8 o'clock.
Okay. Sorry, just the way you said that. Okay. So
you want the odds?
Yeah.
The Steelers are plus 180. The Browns are minus 210.
I figured. So what's their track record?
Both of them are kind of going through it right now, to be honest with you. Let me check. I don't know. I believe the Steelers won this weekend. I'm unsure of that. Let me check really quick. I'm working on. No, they lost to the Patriots. What's their record? 1-1.
Okay. I think the Browns are gonna win then.
But see that, and the Browns lost too. What are they? They're 1-1 as well. So same record. They play this Thursday. They're rivals. They've been beefing for a really long time. They're like the Browns and the Steelers, like as a franchise.
Okay.
The Browns, they don't really have a QB right now. I don't know if you know why, but Mr. Deshaun Watson, I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yeah.
He got traded to the Browns.
Okay.
And then obviously after all the crazy shit he did at massage parlors, he got suspended for like, I think it's like 6 games or like 10 games or some shit. So right now they have their backup stepping in and helping out. Obviously they're doing okay, 1-1. Same with the Steelers, 1-1. So yeah, that they're without their quarterback. Deshaun Watson, as a person, piece of shit. As a football player, he turns any team
I'm betting on
any team into a playoff team. But he's not playing right now, so it doesn't really matter. The Steelers, speaking of quarterbacks who are rapists, Ben Roethlisberger recently retired last season. And so now they have Mitchell Trubisky, which is essentially like another backup quarterback who got traded from the Bears, I believe. Or he was actually behind the backup for the Bills last year.
Wow.
Now he's starting for the Steelers.
I don't even know if I want to bet on these teams.
Yeah, so 2 shitty teams, 2 shitty past quarterbacks or future quarterbacks. And they're both the same record.
Okay.
It's a rivalry game. Usually when rivalry games happen, it's like low scoring, so they kind of like go at it. But plus 180, the Steelers are the underdogs, and the Browns are minus 210.
Wait, the Steelers are the underdogs?
Yeah.
Wow. I thought it was the other way around.
Nah. I will say, like, disregarding quarterbacks, the Browns have Nick Chubb, which is a really good running back, and they traded for the Dallas Cowboys wide receiver. What's his name? Damn. I know this. He's on my team this year.
I know this.
Motherfucking ham sandwich. Amari Cooper. Sorry, I completely blanked on that. Amari Cooper is on the Browns now. So, essentially if they had their quarterback, they'd be a really good team. They kind of did Baker Mayfield dirty, which was like their QB for a long time. Okay. But yeah, the Steelers have Najee Harris, who was a rookie last year. He's actually a really good running back. And they also have Juju Smith-Schuster, who is famous TikToker and dancer, part-time wide receiver.
His real job's on TikTok.
Yeah. So leave it up to you. I don't really have any opinions on it.
I wanted to go for the underdog in this one, and I thought it was going to be the Browns. Then you just told me that it wasn't.
Yeah, to me it's a toss-up completely.
So I feel like we should go for the underdogs in this one.
Steelers?
For the Steelers, yeah.
Okay. And I mean, in all reality, it's not really a bad idea because if they just go up by 5, it's a wrap.
Yeah.
So yeah. So is it we locking it in?
Yeah.
All right. So we're wagering $5. If we win 14.
Okay.
Not too shabby.
Not too shabby. Not too
Yeah.
shabby.
So we're locking it in. All right. I'm either gonna be up or broke. Cause what was the last one? 28, and that one's 14. You gonna have me up there, bro. So
I hope so. Not the other way around. Shit.
If not, I'm gonna have to recover us like I did last weekend. But yeah, man, what's going on? What's new? How you feeling? How you doing?
I'm good. You know, just chilling, vibing.
Just fueling my my sports betting addiction. So
basically, yeah.
I'm not gonna, I mean, I've been doing okay though, so I'm not mad at it.
What's up?
Yeah. We did have some more stories lined up this week, so we get into those. Yeah. So last week it was all about the trucks losing their loads of dildos and Alfredo sauce.
Yep.
This week it's all about the kids. This week, man.
Yeah, kind of some serious shit. I'm just like surprised to hear what I actually read. I guess believe what I actually read.
The reason that I found that story is because I was actually on TikTok and I'm talking about the let me read out the title before I start rambling about shit. It was like an 18-year-old kid like stabbed his own brother.
Yeah.
And like killed him, which that's super sad. Like that's not not trying to make a joke about that. But I saw the reason I found this story is because I was on TikTok and a guy posted a video of saying that he used to play on PlayStation with this guy.
Really?
Yeah, so he was like, yo, like what the fuck? Like I know him, like that shit's weird.
Yeah, it is.
And yeah, he like showed like because he got like a PSN message from, I guess, from like a family member or something. He's like, oh, like hey, like whatever his name is, Tim or whatever, like or Nathan.
Yeah,
Nathan. He's not gonna be on for a while because he got incarcerated for like basically killing his brother. So see if I can find the video real quick.
Yeah, that's something like that's something I just can't believe, honestly.
Yeah, right here's the video.
Bro, nah, this is crazy, bro. This is Frank, Nathan's cousin. Nathan won't be online for a while because he's in prison for life. He killed his younger brother 2 weeks ago. I'm sorry you had to find out from me. If you got any questions, ask away, bro. This is crazy. Bro.
11 with a sword.
What?
A sword?
Yo, nah. This is crazy. What the heck, bro? Bro, this is crazy. There go my account right there, bro. This is wild. Oh my God. She used to play Fortnite with this man. Dang. That is crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Wow.
Yeah, bro, like as wild as, and then you read the story and it's like it gets even more sad. Like I don't know what was the sequence of it, but it was just he like stabbed him in the back and like neck and
the neck, back, and stomach. And I'm just like,
with a sword.
Yeah, that's the one thing where I'm just like, where does that even come into play, really? But like, where was this located? You know, was it like?
I believe it was Ohio. Yeah, Ravenna, Ohio.
I guess they just got swords available to people down there. You know?
So when people like, there's people that collect like anime swords and shit. Are those like, I've never held one. Are those like sharp too?
I don't know.
Or are those just like for
like,
display?
I know, obviously. Yeah, I don't know if it'll be plastic.
No, they're definitely not plastic. But it's just like, all right, like how sharp is it?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, they shouldn't be selling them like that freely, like that.
Yeah, that's just selling like a regular, like if you were to sell
a weapon,
a gun. You know?
Yeah, like
just without any type of like background check. You know,
like they should really dim that down and not let people just like have access to that like that. Yeah, he got life, and his bond was set at $1 million.
Yeah, Mel.
And
I want that man back on the street. Fuck.
Hell no, that's just weird as hell. Imagine finding that out somebody you just like was chopping it up with. You seem mad cool, and then he ends up doing that.
Bro, imagine being that person's brother. Like,
I mean, he was the brother was probably just chilling.
And then that shit happens. Like, I don't know.
Supposedly, I don't know if it was. I saw that article and I looked up another one. Supposedly that the kid Nathan, like called himself in. Like he called the police and was like, "Oh, like I just stabbed my brother. Like I'll turn myself in. Like come get me."
And that ain't gonna do anything good for you.
That's some crazy ass stuff, man. Like,
yeah.
What triggers you to do that? Like that's your little brother.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I couldn't believe, like, I'm saying, like, to be that person's friend, but then to be that person's blood. Yeah. Fucking
Yeah, bro. Like I'm not trusting that face. Like
Will probably doesn't cut his hair for a whole year.
he didn't even look at the camera.
Yeah, he knows he fucked up. That's why. He did some dumb shit.
That's the people you stay away from, bro. It's just like
Yeah.
I get it, like there has to be obviously something wrong with you if it gets to that extent, but that's a little much, bro.
It's a
You
little
18,
much,
you
a
just
little
threw
dark. Like, yeah.
you just threw your life away over your own brother, and
Yeah.
probably didn't even do anything that crazy.
Yeah.
Or he just snapped on his own.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't understand these people.
He's probably just like mid game and then just like, all right, I'm done. Can't take this.
So I'm like, bro, that's wild. With a sword, and then you do it like you said, it's neck, back, and stomach. Like there's just
That's
something.
like more than once.
Yeah,
Like that's like
there was something there.
there's no way he's getting out. Who would want to bail somebody like that out? Even as a parent, like if that's your kid, like my immediate thought was like, yeah, he like keep him in there. Like he don't need to be.
Yeah. Like I don't know if he's like, again, like I don't know the details, but like, yeah, he got sent to prison, but like I would just send him to like some type of institution, like
Yeah.
medical ward type shit. Like 'cause,
Facts.
like I could bail you out, but don't mean you okay. Like there's some shit wrong with you.
Mhm.
Like like why? Like I wouldn't even know as a parent what to do. So you're like,
I would feel like he would probably come at me low key. Like if I was driving him home, like I'm like, yo, I'm checking you before you get in the car. Like I
No,
don't trust
yeah.
you either.
exactly. That's why I'm like, I wouldn't know if I would want to even like, as you said, like you said, as a parent, bail that person out because I'm like, what do I know? What would I do? Like
Mhm.
either he says he's better, or we come home and the next thing you know, some other shit happens.
Yeah.
So
I saw a similar, not similar, but like a situation. There was a video of the caption was basically like that the parent took away the kid's phone. He was like probably like 12 or something. He came home and the whole house was
saw
tore
that,
up or
yeah.
whatever. I feel like to me that's a similar situation because like how like
The
if you were like like if you were the parent, like how would you react? If, like you saw the video,
yeah,
so you saw how fucked up the house was. Like what would
there
your
was
reaction
glass
be?
broken, there's all this shit. I'd just be like, I would think that someone broke into my house.
One, yeah.
Like I would be like,
But then
yo,
you
what
just see
the
your
fuck?
kids just, you
Like,
know how them kids be.
yeah, bro. The craziest smack on the head's happening. Like what the yeah, like I would just be like, yo, like what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
there's no way you're telling me you did this and it was because of that. Like,
Yeah.
there's no way. Like,
See, I would want to like my immediate like if I were going based off of like my immediate emotion, I would like my head would be like, yo, like I gotta whoop his ass. But like the fact that you saw how bad it was to the extent to like that, like I don't even think I'll be able to. Like I feel like I would look at him and be like, yo, like you have a problem. Like you have problems.
yeah,
Like I feel like if it's that bad, I fucked up.
yeah.
Like a kid pouting is gonna happen, but a kid destroying the house because I took his phone away for like a week, like
And
there's something deeper there that you gotta figure out.
And there's parents that literally would see that and they'll think of it more as like, oh, you know, my child didn't mean it, or like, you know, like, oh,
He
like,
meant it, but
like, he meant it.
but that's not the main issue.
But the idea
here.
is that they'll try to like cradle them and try
Mhm.
to make it seem like it's not their fault, like it's
Yeah.
okay. And that's where it's just like, okay, now you're just kind of like fueling
Mhm.
the idea that for him it's okay to do this because even if what they did was wrong, they'll still just kind of like not get rewarded, but not have no repercussions to it.
Yeah,
kinda
nah.
like, you know.
I'm not saying not like reprimand them, but I'm saying like, because a lot of the times it's easy to just be like, oh, like that's all the kid's fault. But like, where does a kid learn that behavior? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like if they doing that where they tear up the house, not like, oh, like I'm gonna go in my room and like pout. Like that's different. He like destroyed the TV, like the dining room sets, the walls, the doors, everything over a phone. Like
yeah.
at that point, it's just like, all right, like I gotta put you like in an institution or like therapy or something to figure this out. Cause like you might wake up one day playing Fortnite and stab me with a sword if I don't nip this in the bud now.
Yeah.
Like either that or like an exorcist or something. Cause like there's no reason
Something's
for you.
happening wrong with you.
Yeah, like I feel like it'd be too easy for me to be like, oh, I'm gonna whoop his ass. Cause then next time I do something else, like it's not gonna stop him. He's just gonna do that shit again.
Yeah. That's
or
why-
have more like aggressiveness towards, because he
Yeah.
just thinks that that's how everything's gonna end up being.
Yeah. Like I said, like to see some shit like that and then not to think like to yourself like, yo, I need to like get on this is like something that I just find wild.
Kids, man. But yeah, in less depressing news, I mean, maybe it might still be just as depressing, depends on how we feel about it. Did you did you see the little like girl that like the 2-year-old that was attacked by a snake?
Yeah, I mean, I read the article and I was hoping that there was just no death involved, you know, because like that was like that's kind of like
There
crazy.
was.
Oh yeah,
There was one.
There was one, but not what you think.
Yeah. So it was just I think it was like in Europe, I think it was, or some shit like that. It wasn't in the US from what I read. A 2-year-old was bitten by a snake, and then instead of crying or screaming or being afraid, it bit the snake and killed it in return.
That's
Thoughts? As a
That's-
parent, thoughts?
as a parent, I'm just like scared for my life, you know, at first, but then afterwards, I'm just like, man, my daughter's a badass.
Yeah, I'd be like, yo, like, hold on.
like that's kind
How is
of
that
crazy.
like, me at 23 years of age, I'd be like, if I got bit by a snake, I'd be like,
Yeah, I'll be freaking out. I'm
The
like,
fact
I'm
that it-
dying. I'm dying.
The fact that a 2-year-old was just like, and just
Just-
like bodied the snake,
Just instantly flight or fight mode. Just instantly, just like no.
chose action.
It's like you're not taking me out. I'm taking you out. I'm not gonna be the one dying today.
Yeah. And they supposedly like they got bit. It wasn't poisonous.
Yeah.
The snake, not the girl. And
Imagine.
and the snake was in the hospital. So
That's why
the girl was in the hospital for like 24 hours, and they were asking her like, "Oh, like what were you doing with the snake, whatever?" She was like, "I was playing with it."
No, yeah. So I was reading it, and supposedly, I think the dad knew that the daughter was playing with the snake. At least I think I swear that's what I read though. Like I think the dad was like in the article was basically like saying like, oh, prior to before she got bit, they were like saying how like he knew I think that the daughter was like, I guess messing with the snake or something like
Of
that.
course, she didn't care.
Like yeah, go ahead, fuck it. I don't care.
Just bodied the snake. That's insane though. Like how's that your first reaction
I don't know. Maybe
as a 2-year-old?
Maybe she's at the age and she just likes putting things in her mouth. I don't know. You know?
I guess, but
She's
like
just like ow. Just
like how many teeth do you have at 2?
yeah, that I don't know. I feel like you might have a good amount.
I have my like time frame
Yeah,
for
I
like
don't
where
know.
kids should be at is
Yeah,
like
I don't know.
mm,
At least for babies, yeah, I don't know. I think 2 though is pretty good because I feel like around the age of like 1 they start having teeth coming out. So I feel like 2 is probably like they're definitely good amount in there.
yeah. Cause I guess it's because like I don't have kids yet, but it's just like if I were to have one, it's like, oh, like when are they supposed to be walking and all that? Like I have no
Yeah, it really just,
grasp of like what is too fast or like
yeah, I feel
right on
like
time.
that is like it all depends on like how you treat them. Like as far as walking, like if you're trying to get them to walk, then most likely they'll
walk
even on
sooner.
their own they'll try to do it. But if you just like are always trying to like make them crawl, then they probably won't care.
And then there's like those 3-year-olds that like are like blessed at the piano and shit. So it's just like,
The prodigies, yeah.
how do you not feel like, damn, what am I doing? As like as a parent, if you just see like another kid doing that.
I don't know, man. There's some techniques people be saying to do, like playing classical music when they're in the
And just
womb
make
and shit.
some
Makes
a
them little bit
doctor and
smarter
shit or
like
whatever.
that. I ain't gonna lie, I was thinking, oh yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. But like
Just in case.
just in
It's
case.
like, I don't know if it's been proven or not, but
I'm gonna throw some
better safe than sorry.
I'm gonna throw a little bit, Beethoven here and there, and then, throw some 50 Cent right in there, I think
You're
it'll balance out.
the most thugged out genius.
Exactly. Why not?
But yeah, bro. I mean,
Yeah, but a girl fighting off a whole snake, I mean, they said it was like, I think 20 inches long.
that's a snake.
Yeah,
That's,
that was nice.
that's a snake.
That's
I
a
don't
snake.
trust that.
Yeah, so that's wild. I mean, shit.
Even like a baby little thing, I'll still be scared of. Anything with the word snake, I'm cool.
Snake. Yeah, that's that. When I saw that, I was like, damn, with her own mouth, she just like killed that thing. And
She probably felt like she was probably just like, look, daddy. Like
right. They said it bit her in the around
In the mouth.
That's why I'm like, jeez.
so she probably either she like pulled it off and then bit it, or like it was already like since it bit her mouth, it was already there. So she was just.
That's why I'm like, damn, bro. Like to imagine that is just like she ripped that thing from its body, like the head. That's
She runs the house.
Yeah. You call her when there's a bug in the house.
She gives them a curfew.
It's like, oh shit, okay. We're going to bed. But it's only 8 o'clock. We're going to bed, honey. Come on.
She said so, okay?
So don't argue with her.
Do you want to end up like the snake?
You know what
Come on.
Yeah.
She's a beast.
Yeah. More props to her. I mean, shit.
Have you ever like, I mean, I've held like a baby crocodile. I think I've held a snake on my shoulders before.
Ooh.
No, I'm trying to.
I think I held one, you know, a couple.
Nah, because it's just like those times it's like, oh, like obviously somebody's like watching you and shit.
Yeah.
But like that's different. And then you see stuff like that like in the wild, like.
Yeah, it's not trained. It's just...
Yeah, like there's no, I don't know the etiquette of like what to do to them. Like if I run, like we're city people. If I run across like a snake in the wild, like I'm fucked. You know those people that are like, they know what to do, where it's just like, oh, like pose like this, and they know you're showing respect.
Yeah,
or like
I don't know.
Or like you make yourself big. Like I don't know what's the proper.
The only thing I've ever heard certain things for is like with a bear, they tell you to make yourself look big. It makes, you know, yourself seem like more intimidating. And with a snake, I always remember to say, I heard they say you grab them by the head because it just kind of like paralyzes them. Not like actually paralyzing, but it just
that's where all their movement is from.
So it's like if you grab them by like their head, like the back of their head with your thumb like over its head, it's like it like just stops them. So I heard that before, but
yeah, you just have to be fast enough to catch a snake by its head.
Exactly.
Just like that.
Yeah, that's the only part.
I struggle with mice. Mice are fast as fuck, which makes
motherfuckers are, yeah.
And snakes catch mice like nothing.
True, yeah. It's more because like I think the snakes just are so
quiet,
being quiet and just looking so like I guess careful with just moving. Like they don't look like they slowly like, just to attack. Meanwhile, they're moving so close to you, you don't know, and then
it's like what movie is it? Is it Baby Boy or some shit like that? What's the shit with Tyrese?
I feel like I know what you're talking about. I can't remember that.
Hey, you say you never hit me, Jody?
Yeah.
That shit. Where the boys is like, oh yeah, that's right. Call for your mama. That's how I feel like the snakes are with mice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
You start. Hello? Oh, that light went out.
Yeah. What's going on here, bro?
I don't know. How do I look okay? Fuck it. We're gonna keep going.
Okay.
I'm right underneath this light.
We're fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, mom.
Yeah.
That's right. Call for your mama.
Yeah, I mean, shit. She got it though. Like I said, I mean, that was probably the only way to kill that snake. You know.
Yeah.
I just don't know why that snake tried to get so aggressive in the first place. She was probably just chilling.
They don't care. I don't.
Yeah. That's like, that's their backyard.
Yeah.
That ain't his backyard.
Yeah. That's true though, but it's like I know snakes. I mean, it was a 2-year-old, so maybe. But snakes can like expand and like eat basically anything.
Oh yeah.
So like I was like, could that snake have eaten her?
It's a great question.
I feel like yeah.
I feel like yeah, but it would have to be a process as far as like taking certain parts off. I know that sounds like kind of graphic, but yeah.
It would probably try to, but it probably wouldn't be able to like process it.
Yeah.
Because like where is it going after that?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they just expand and you just see like the shape of a. That's messed up. I'm not gonna say anything else.
All like, I don't know. It's a little graphic.
Yeah. But
she was victorious. Okay, that's the main
all that
point.
matters.
She
bravehearted that shit.
She basically did. Yeah.
It's a proud moment.
Yeah.
I would never want my child to be a part of that, but it's like,
no, I wouldn't.
If they just so happens,
you know, snake just loses its head.
I wouldn't be mad. So
we're throwing a party.
Yeah. But the last thing that I don't know if you read that story. The last one that I had lined up was, it was like also in the UK, but it was just like, oh, like in it was like 18-year-old and a 20-year-old.
This was a heist.
Yeah. An 18-year-old avoided jail time after being a part of a heist where they stole $30,000 worth of gum. Yeah. So I don't know what the fuck that even requires, or like what is $30,000 worth of gum?
I have no clue, honestly.
Like you think about it, it's like, oh, like $1 million in pennies or whatever. Like what does that look like? What does $30,000 of gum look like?
Yeah.
Just all these packs. And what are you gonna do with that?
Shit.
Like, yeah, you can sell gum, but like, what kind of hustle is that?
Hey, bro, you want to sell dildos?
I guess. What is a higher
Who wants
demand?
a dildo from a third party, Vic?
Who wants gum from a third party?
I mean, I guess.
You're putting that in your mouth. Who's putting dildos in their mouth? You could sanitize that.
I mean, yeah. But I'm pretty sure you could tell if someone tampered with your gum. You can't tell if someone did tamper really with the dildo. I mean,
If it's sealed.
You sealing the dildos?
Yeah.
Okay.
They come in boxes. They weren't loose dildos.
No. Some of them could have been loose, and you could have been the person that been all right, I'm gonna still make this work.
Nah. I would have grabbed the ones that are still in the box, and we just went at it from there. But yeah, like, still. Point is, yeah, it was in the UK or some shit, or like in England, somewhere where they speak different than us. Yeah. And they stole $30,000 worth of gum. Supposedly it was him, an 18-year-old who like didn't get jail time, and then there was a 20-year-old. And the 20-year-old was supposed to be like a college soccer star or whatever.
It was something where it was all about something where he was in debt, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But it said that he like lost his scholarship or some shit, but like he was doing it to pay off a debt.
Yeah.
But again, it's like, how soon are you like, when is the debt due? And how are you like, how can you sell that much gum that fast?
Yeah.
So it's like not the best idea. And then they roped in this 18-year-old to do it with them, but he didn't get jail time because he didn't really play a huge role in it. He was just like along for the ride,
saying that he was like
keeping watch.
Yeah, it was something, I forget the exact term they used.
Foot soldier.
Yeah, there you go. That's the word. They were saying that
some British ass shit.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember reading, they were saying that regardless of everything, like it was like strategically planned, because they were saying it was in the truck and they knew exactly like where to like look at to grab it. And I think they said they grabbed like 9 pallets.
Yeah.
9 pallets of
gum.
like,
would you at a forklift? Like that's still heavy. Like it's gum, but like gum can add up.
Exactly. So yeah, I don't know how they really transported that, but they said they were like getting chased, I believe, and then they dropped it off somewhere.
Yeah, like a BMW dealership.
Yeah.
So random just to leave on foot over gum. Like, that's a lot of bread. Because what's a pack of gum? Like $2-3?
Yeah.
I mean, like, what is it? Quid? What is it over there? Yeah. Pounds.
2 quids.
But yeah, bro, like why are you gonna go to jail over that?
Yeah, that
like if I'm gonna risk being locked up where there's prisoners, people that stab and kill people and shit, I'm not going over there over gum.
Yeah, there could have been a better way to do it.
Just start a pyramid scheme or something. I don't know.
A GoFundMe.
Yeah, like anything. You're a soccer star. Do some lessons. I don't know. Why do you owe $30,000?
Yeah, I don't know.
Trying to pay off student loans? Like, I don't get it. Now he's done. Now he's in jail. What really stood out to me the most beyond all that in that story was one of the words that they used. I was reading this whole thing the whole time trying to figure out what the hell a lorry was. And then I looked it up.
I think out of all the stories we read, that was the one story where I was just getting so lost with everything they were saying. I was just like, I tried to get the main points and I was like, all right, I got it.
And they kept saying it. I'm just like, yo, what is a lorry? What the hell is that? And I finally looked it up. It's a truck. Why can't you just call it a truck? I know we're different countries and we have our differences.
They call the elevators lifts.
Yeah, and they make fun of us because we say things weird. Oh, why do Americans say this? Lorry sounds so dumb. Like if you think about a truck and you think about things that are properly named, I feel like a truck is a truck. The truck be trucking.
You know what's funny, bro? Just hearing you say this, it just like you just sound like an American. Like,
yeah, but it's just like still like
what the fuck are they doing over there? Like a truck is a truck, brother.
Yeah. Like think about like what's the word that you feel like, yo, it fits perfect? Like frogs. That's a frog.
The frog, yes.
Not a whatever the hell they want to call. I don't know if they call it anything different. It's just like a sticky bugger or some shit. I don't know. Bro, they be pulling stuff out they ass. Like
sticky bugger.
Yeah, like you see like their street names or just random stuff. Like
yeah.
It's just like, yo, I get it. Maybe we did some things wrong.
Like they I think they also say either underwear or pants different. I think it's fuck, I forget the name.
I'm gonna look up some terms.
They call I don't know if it's. I don't think it's trousers. I think it's something else. But yeah, I know they say underwears or pants differently.
They say petrol.
Petrol, yeah. They said lift. A lorry now. That one is weird just because like it's just would not think of that to be a truck.
Yeah, I mean, see, look, lorries ain't on this list. Like, why are you calling it a freaking lorry? They call diaper nappies. It's so dumb. Crisps.
Grab the napkins.
Crisps.
I remember I saw a video too of a guy who was eating. Somebody from the UK was eating Popeyes, and he picked up the biscuit. And he's like,
"Oh, it's a scone." Fuck. Yo, shut up. Shut up.
He was like, "This is a scone." I know people probably over here, like people in America, they're just like, "Man, that's a biscuit." I remember
because it is.
His impression was so spot on, bro.
He's like, "Oh, that's a biscuit."
That's a biscuit.
I'm not gonna lie. Above everything else, the slang is weird to me, obviously, because I don't experience it. If there's one thing that I'll give to British people is that they do our accents way better than we do their accents.
No, yeah.
There's so many British actors that come over here and like do come off to do American shows or
Tom
something.
Holland.
Yeah, and they kill it every time. We suck. I feel like the average British person can do an American accent, and the average American person cannot do a British accent.
No.
But they always do like a Cali accent. They never do like anything like niche.
Yeah. Like,
You'll never hear them do like a Minnesota accent. Like, get real difficult with it. Stop picking the easy ones. Cherry picking.
It's a biscuit.
Yeah, and we call cookies, they call biscuits. How is that the same thing? I don't know.
It's probably just more of an overall term, for something. Like cookies, like just falls in line with everything.
Who's eating scones?
It's a scone.
Just call it a biscuit then. And y'all talk all this smack, but y'all be eating the hell out of that stuff. They love McDonald's. They love KFC.
They do.
I feel like a lot of British people always eat KFC.
I would say, though,
you don't call a KFC biscuit a freaking scone.
I would say, though, I feel like the reason why they eat it so much is because the calories and stuff over there are a lot different from over here.
And their food sucks. When have you ever gone to a British restaurant? What's your favorite British dish?
Well, I couldn't tell you.
That isn't called fish and chips.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you.
It's because their food sucks. They just take it from everywhere else. They eat like Nando's. They eat like a lot of Indian food, from what I've like learned or like seen, and just from other cultures. But it's never like British shit. They eat like beans and toast, bro.
Yeah,
that's vile.
That's a violation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I never would think to wake up and be like, "Yo, I want some beans and toast." Yeah,
I know our stuff is like super unhealthy, but when it comes down to food that tastes good, we got y'all. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like that, you can't argue that. You want to be as proud British as you can. You can't tell me that y'all would rather eat over there what y'all be got going on over here. I know there's some foods y'all gonna pick the easy ones. It's like, oh, like look at what like McDonald's or like all that shit is like disgusting. Like it's super unhealthy. It's like, yeah, but you're picking the easiest thing to pick on.
Yeah. If you try to like look around, see some authentic places, whether if it's like a chain or just like an independent place, you'll see like, all right, some good shit here.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good seafood too.
I'm taking soul food or whatever else that you want to call American over whatever the hell they got going on over there. Because obviously like our Italian food and our Mexican food, like a lot of stuff is Americanized from other countries. Like obviously we didn't make that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Americanized like stuff is also good because like American pizza is good. You can't argue that.
Yeah.
Because you see like obviously like Italian pizza is not the same thing.
No, yeah. I had some the other day. I posted on my story. That shit was amazing. That shit was this big too. Like, whew.
Yeah, that shit fire. But yeah, a lorry.
Yep.
I might even be saying it wrong. I don't even know, but that's just
a lorry.
Yeah. It's a biscuit.
It's a biscuit.
But yeah, I'm right now. I want a biscuit. But yeah, we gonna get out of here before something else breaks.
True. Yeah.
Mark, where can they find you?
You can find me Instagram, ETC Marky Mark, Twitter, Marky Mark, and Twitch at Marky Mark as well. Victor, where can they find you and Aloria?
You can find me at ETC Victor whipping my lorry, eating a scone,
Scone.
on my way to the loo.
On my way to the loo.
With my cheeky bugger.
With my sticky bugger.
But nah, yeah, you can find me everywhere at ETC Victor, etc. So it's at Real Etc. That's everything. Hopefully we up on some money next week so I can buy Mark some scones.
True.
And we'll be up and we'll do more bets and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.